in the times of Jesus, Paul had not appeared. So therefore, Jesus was fulfilling a covenant that had flaws. So the apostles didn't know it had flaws, so they mixed Jesus Christ with Moses. Well, this is what's normal because we're keeping the commandments. For an example, John, he says, he that keeps the commandments of God is truly a son of God, because Paul had not appeared. Paul appeared as an aborted child, and they thought that they had the recipe made, Christ with Moses. They didn't know that the law was the shadow, not the reality. We know that Moses was a tremendous man, but he was tremendous in the shadow. Well, Paul said that that covenant had certain glory. Why? Because God gave it. But they were only dealing with the shadow. For an example, you see a brother keeping the Sabbath day, and he don't know he's in the shadow. He's keeping the shadow. And he does it wholeheartedly, but he's in the shadow. Because everything God gave Moses was the shadow. Everything God gave Moses was the shadow. And there are brethren that are Christian, that are honest, that they say, no, no, no. The commandments are of the Lord. But what they don't know is that that expression of Moses was the shadow. It was a covenant with false. You can't observe them nor keep them. For an example, there are folks that say, oh, you keep Sundays. We don't keep Sundays. We give the services on Sundays because it's more convenient. People don't work. We don't keep any days. If I can gather on a Tuesday, I gather on a Tuesday. Know that you keep Sundays. We don't keep days because Paul says, keeping days, months, and years, I fear that I've ran this race in vain. In this covenant, you keep nothing. Don't you see that the righteousness of God by faith was given to you and you are complete and perfect? You don't have to keep no days. Christ kept them for you. You are complete.